So I guess I've been involved with the Phoenix since pretty much day one. I can count the number of home matches I've missed on one hand. I guess the club to me has always been a huge part of my connection to football. I wasn't a football fan before the Phoenix arrived in Wellington. Since then, it's become a huge part of my life. I mean, through the season, it's it's every weekend. I plan my life around it. My friends would tell you absolutely that during football season, Dave's unavailable because the club is everything, and it's driven my passion to. I took up playing. I now am heavily involved in club football and follow the National League, and all of that comes from the Phoenix.
With the delivery, lock in, hit it over the top, and the Phoenix are level.
Yeah, I was at the first Phoenix game. I didn't make it to pre-season, and I wasn't a big enough football person to have committed to a season pass that first year, so I never was quite the foundation member, but I went to my first game and I just loved it, and I bought match day tickets every game that season. And yeah, after that I've been a season member every season since.
And the crowd erupts in Wellington. An incredible match. The Phoenix come back from 2-0.
It's a late Kenny Cunningham goal that a gif of me does the rounds on social media quite often because I have my shirt off before the goal's even in the back of the net. So if you want to dig that up on Facebook, you can. But I don't know what was happening that day, but we were down and we'd got right back into the game, and I was absolutely convinced we were going to win it. I'd said 10 minutes before that goal happens, I'm like, we're winning this one, it's happening. I'd said it to everyone around me, and Kenny Cunningham breaks through, and I'm like, this is it, it's happening. And my shirt's already off, and he bangs it home, and there's it's on the TV coverage. You see Kenny celebrate, and then it cuts to me, and everyone else still has their shirts on, kind of disbelieving what's happened, and I'm already swinging it above my head. That was probably the most exciting game for me. It was phenomenal.
And how much are you hoping to have a few home games here in Wellington at the end of the season?
Very, very much. I think we've obviously kind of backloaded the draw a little bit to allow for that. Assuming that can all work out, it'll be fantastic to be in a good position on the table, making a run for playoffs, or even potentially having playoff games here and getting those back in Wellington. That'd be huge. I'm sure it'll bring some challenges for the players and stuff because they'll be getting very used to being based in Australia, and it'll be a little bit like an away game with the travel and stuff, but I'm sure we'll make them feel like it's home once again. So yeah, it'd be huge, but obviously a lot of factors in play there, so we'll support regardless of what happens there.
Hey Dave, hope you're doing well, mate. It's just a little message from me, personally, and the team. Just to say thank you so much for your support over the years. I know it doesn't go unnoticed by the club. You know, it's been a really tough, hard year for yourself. I just wanted to give you a message from me and all the lads to let you know that we're working really, really hard over here in Oz to produce a fantastic year for you guys, and hopefully your support from afar will spur us on for another great season. So yeah, I'd just like to send you a personal message to say thank you, and I know there's something coming from the club to yourself, so hope you enjoy it. Cheers Dave, thanks mate.
That's really cool.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you. No, that's really nice. Yeah. Ballie's referring to the fact that my brother died earlier this year. It's been a tough year, and that day the club had gone kind of really above and beyond to try and do a bunch of stuff to support me through that. And probably about 2 hours before he passed away, my partner received a message from Steve Taylor that was a similar kind of personal message, and it wasn't to me, it was to my brother, and it was saying that the boys were going to go out there and play for him that night, and he never got to see it, which has always been tough, but I know that the club were doing everything they could, and in those 2 hours everything changed. It changed from a message to Si saying they were going out there and doing it for him to the photos on the big screen at the minute of his age, and black armbands and stuff, and all that would have meant a hell of a lot to him. So I've talked a bit today about that kind of community feel of the club, and I absolutely feel that way, and I know the club treat me like family, which is it's huge.